Right, I've just come from Winter Gardens, which is Witherspoons. I've just had a wasp round me. Get away, wasp. Yeah, and literally I've just had a curry. Right hot and all. I'll tell you what it were, but I'll tell you a picture, but it's definitely done me. Anyway, just come to show you around here. A little bit more information around here. That's my hotel in front of me, but I'll show you in a second. And I'll show you some bits and bobs what I've just found. Little snippets, but good ones. Information board there. I've been exploring down this bit, and if you go down this way, that's my hotel, by the way. That's Crown Hotel where I'm stopping. God, that curry was hot. It killed me. And then I've noticed these. You see that? A wellhead. So these are wells. These are all like little channels for wells. All sulphur and stuff what they had. Well, that's my hotel. We're going to wander back down here. We're going to go to the pump room. And then we'll have a look round, but we shan't that curry. I'm a bit hot. Be interesting if we could get up to that tower up there, but I might ask him later. We'll go back down here anyway and have a look round. unfortunately you can't get down there, it's leaking apparently, so but I'll show you outside. You can see it's a public tap. These are your Turkish baths. Now Johnny, it's a lovely day today, to be fair. I look round, that's tourist information, we've got this morning got information when we go. But what cracking weather. Lovely, lovely, lovely. What a cracking boozer. I'm currently at the Majestic Hotel in Harrogate. Quite an interesting story about this, but let me spin it round and show you. So a bit more about this place. This is the Majestic Hotel in Harrogate. The Hotel Majestic opened on the 18th of July 1900 and was the finest hotel of the greatest spa. It was built by Frederick's Hotel and designed by architect J.D. Martin. The Majestic has been here for over 100 years. It had such visitors as Winston Churchill, apparently this was his favourite, and also Edward Elgar, L. Flynn, James Herriot, G.B. Shaw and 7 Prime Ministers. Now the story about this is, I don't know if it's true, but I believe it's true because somebody's mentioned it earlier. On the 12th of July 1940, during the Battle of Britain, the Germans targeted this place by dropping 3 bombs. 2 nearby, which flattened 2 other buildings down there, and the Majestic had a 500-pound bomb which didn't explode. The startled guest getting up ready for dinner, apparently for his meal, saw this. The porter then wheeled the actual bomb out of the thing, which were unexploded. It didn't go off. It would have defused, and for years later it was in a shop in Harrogate. Now that's a mad story, isn't it? But you look at it, it's massive, isn't it? Absolute massive. How grand is that? Trying to make it a bit bigger for you, if you can see a massive dome on it. I won't know what it cost to stay here, but it wouldn't be cheap, would it? But yeah, that's the Majestic. But I just thought I'd mention that while I'm on my troops round on it, because at the end of the day, it's part and parcel at trooping, isn't it? Right, we'll continue. Quite funny that. Well, not funny, but a bit strange, wasn't it? A bomb not exploding. But how lucky were they? Massive hotel. Hang on to the next one. Currently on Swan Road in Harrogate. This should be quite funny, this one. There's a hotel called Swan Hotel over there. So I get some more funny information about this one. We'll have a quick look at it when we get nearer to it. Right, a bit more information about this place. It opened in 1777, originally the Swan Inn in Low Harrogate. In the late 19th century it was developed by the Harrogate Hydropathic Company as a fashionable spa hotel which had Turkish baths. Named Harrogate Hydro, our locals called it the Hydro. It had its own farm producing food and the first hotel to have electric. The farm was on Penny Pot Lane. Another interesting fact in a second. In 1939 it was taken by the RAF. It was attacked by a German aircraft and as I mentioned earlier, this was one of the places they bombed. However, the only one house what were lost were undamaged one on the corner of this Swan Road. At the end of the Swan Road where I'm stood now. Well, listed grade 2 in 1974. In December 1926, Agatha Christie, she disappeared from home for 11 days, police thinking she'd topped her then and committed suicide. After 10 days after checking in as Theresa Neal, she was recognised by a banjo player. And in 1979 they made a film about the event, which entitled Agatha. This was also a film at this hotel. So that's another quick fact for you. It's a lucky story, including it's another quirky story, including with bombs with Luftwaffe. Fancy that, Agatha Christie. Right, we'll carry on. That's the Mercer Gallery. First constructed in 1805. This building's been assembly rooms, a theatre, a town hall, and now an art gallery. I think there's something going off here at the moment when it's open. That is, there's extended. artist exhibitions, tells you on there. But that's a nice Victorian one, isn't it? Welcome to Troopers Travels, early morning. Last bit of harrogate, so I just thought I'd come out, get up early and show you these little bits and bobs. This is the pump room behind me, and it's my lucky last day, so, and I forgot to do this earlier yesterday, so excuse me about me forgetting all of this, but I thought I might as well show you anyway. I'm a bit tired, but anyway, breakfast and then home, so they're all pump room behind me, as you can see. Do a bit of footage of it, a bit more information on it, best I can, and yeah, see you later. So there's a plaque here, and it says, a few feet from this spot once stood the shop in which a notorious attempt was made by Joseph Thackeray, owner of the Crown Hotel, to divide the waters of the public sulphur spring into private control by means of excavating a new well. The discovery was found by Joseph Shaw, owner of the Swan Hotel, which we did yesterday, on the 1st December 1835. Owner of the Swan Hotel outcry led to steps being taken not to prosecute Thackeray, but also to form a local authority which powers to protect the mineral springs and to improve the township of the Bilton with harrogate and panel. The Act in 1840 established improvement of commissions who administered the town with great ability until 1884, when Queen Victoria granted harrogate incorporation as a borough. So he basically dug underneath here to try and get the springs. So a little bit more about this place, and I'll, because it is raining, I don't want to get absolutely wet. So Royal Pump House opened in 1897, the year of Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee. They were built on the site of the old Montpellier baths. These were designed to provide complete and other European spas. Built to compete with them anyway. Complete sets of baths and treatment rooms for men and women. In the 1930s, a further extension was built with a block for more treatment rooms. However, after the war, trade would never obviously pick up. Today only the Roman baths were left, which we've seen down there and still in use. The rest of the Roman bath is now Witherspoons, the winter gardens, which I've been in, and I've got some footage of that. So, but this is what it would have looked like at some stage. You've got that one there, that's the people going round. Inside the counter, where they used to get the queue up between, I think, 9 and 11 for water. Sulphur water, not very nice. I wouldn't have sucked it anyway. And these are different areas what you're looking at. Another look at it. I've been inside it, so I'll put that footage up. And that's the old Montpellier well, what it would have looked like before all this were built. Previous. But we'll have a look round. There's one little tap I want to show you. Just give me a second and I'll go down here. Oh, there, it's blowing the gas or some type of fan. If I do that, that's a leaf, let me show you. Do that again. Let's show you. So that's the leaf. So that's below there as well, and it just stinks of sulphur. One last time. We'll do it in slow-mo just to show you again. Right, that brings me trooping to an end. My last day. Been to the Royal Pump Room today, had a walk around. Went round with a guide, didn't like me filming. Sorry about that, mate, didn't mean to. So I've done a bit of a walk around my sen. Couple of pubs and all, and an hot curry. So yeah, done all pump house. Did a bit. I did do some filming my first day, so I might mix this in and put a few pictures in. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Problem is, now I've got to get back home tomorrow. My last day. Get breakfast in the morning. Hotel is really nice, to be fair. I'll be honest with you. I get a 9 out of 10. But yeah, I would stop again, but I can't really afford another £153 just for one night. Cost me 204, but it's more expensive, I think, if I start throwing money to it like that. I can't really afford to be doing that. Just to kind of just an update on things regarding when you're watching my videos. If you'd like to subscribe, please, it would be a lot easier for me to get more hits, really. 'Cause a lot of people are just watching it and not subscribing. It don't cost you, it's free, remember. It does help my channel, and it is just an hobby I've got, to be fair. But 3 days of sunshine, can't really complain. And quite a few interesting little bits and bobs I've found and all along the way. So some snippets in video what I've shown you. So on that note, we'll set her out to harrogate, and till I do something again, possibly in a month. See you later. Bye.